Hey, how's it going out there? This is Rick with TFS Pre-Owned Guitars and Gear. Hey, I was prepping a guitar for a friend, and it was an odd name. I'd never seen one of these, and I did some research on the internet, and I found very little information, a couple of Google responses. But I got my vintage guitar book out and found some more information on this, so I wanted to pass this on. Maybe you have one. Maybe you saw one at a garage sale or a estate sale or a pawn shop, and you're going, man, I've never heard of that. So I wanted to put out some quick information. This is called a D Agostino. It's from a PMS music company out of New York. And they made this particular model. This is an electric acoustic hollow body. It's a thin body, but it is hollow. And they made this particular model from 1977 to 1992. And they imported those from Japan and Korea. First, the early years in Japan, and then eventually they were importing them from Korea into New York to the PMS Music Company. This one is from a friend of mine that it did not work. The electronics were bad. The E string wouldn't play at all. It was dead completely. So I spent some time prepping this. I've got it back in shape. I had to do some shims in the bridge for the E string. I had to shim the nut a little bit since I didn't have a replacement. I got the electronics fixed and put some new D'Addario silk and steel strings on it. That's what I use on all my acoustics. And I polished this thing up. I polished the frets, oiled the fretboard, and detailed it. And I'm telling you, it really sounds pretty good. I would probably buy one of these things. So this is the Chet model. It says the model is a Chet 1S, if you see that. And I'm assuming that's modeling that after Chet Atkins, who was an incredible guitar player. Probably looks like a Chet Atkins model. It's got the sunburst or tobacco burst, whatever you can call it, finish. And it really plays great. The only electronics it has on it is it's got a volume knob and a tone knob. It's the only two adjustments that you can make. And it's got truss rod adjustment in there. The neck was in really good shape. The guitar overall is almost in mint condition, except for a few dings on the neck, on the bottom of the neck. And it plays very, very well. So just wanted to give you some information about that. If you see one, you may already have some of these. But again, there wasn't very much information on the internet. It's got two mother of pearl inlays on the neck, look like little birds. I'm not sure what those represent or if that's on all their guitars, but it's pretty neat looking. And overall, it's a full-size scale, and it's in really good shape. Let me play a little bit for you just so you kind of get an idea. I'm playing it through my Fender Blues Junior on Super Clean, just to give a little illustration of what this thing does. If you'll notice, it's got a lot of sustain to it. I'm sure the hollow body feature to it adds to that, but let me give you a little demo. Very crisp and very clear. I've got it on full volume and pretty much full tone. You can adjust it down though. When I got it, the tone and volume knobs were super scratchy. Had to clean those and fix those a little bit, so it works really good. Love the guitar. Action is very low, which is good. Some of the acoustics I've got on some Ovations and stuff, the height on the strings was really hard to adjust. This one is super low and very easy to play. I think you can play a variety of music on this, a little bit of country. classic rock on this thing, but maybe so. A lot of classical doom. Anyway, good demo. Hope you enjoy this. If you see one of these, you may want to pick one up and do some jamming.